ain't nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Ready? Right. Check 48. The mark. Come on, the ball.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson, call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Chill. Check out. Check 3. Check 3.
Now a give, right side. Jefferson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
45. Mike, 45. Check Mike. Hey, check Mike, 45. Check 45.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Push him back. Check. Crouch. Crouch. Crouch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 6 guard. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hot 7. On the ball. Let it go.
2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. Here we go. Deuce. 80 weapon. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
30 base. 53. Hey, zoom. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Zoom.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Chopper! Fair! Sponge! No! Get it!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Rock it. Check 37. Look, squeeze. You got tight right there. Shift.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Here we go.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, team 6, Team 6. Me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Pick your cheese and Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 9, check 9.
Showing it. Showing it.
Leo.
Check 50. Check 50. Check. Check. Check.
Fire.
Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Go.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Check 4. Check 4. Check. Joker.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the run. Hey, check 25.
6-6. Pull it high. Hit it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Watch the screen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Then the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Charlie.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Ready?
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
10 Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter.
Brings up 3rd down.
52. I'm coming. Shift. Watch the shift.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, this from 53. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Under 10, 10. 26, 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on 1st down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Ready.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Matchbox right. Get it.
Minshew sets to throw, and this one's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Hey. Hey, exit.
52, right 52. It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Go!
From the gun, Minshew to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Wahoo!
On 2nd down, Minshew got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Check 52.
Back to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Westbrook. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Jam. Slam.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Shit. Watch that.
Blue draw quarters. Ready.
On second down, it's Hill. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready. Mike Fofo.
On first down, Jefferson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check 43. Hatchet.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Six man. Check curls. Switch left.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Watch out.
They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Let's get this ball back for offense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's second and 8. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 50.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
X3, 218, chop.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Minshew, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, Minshew. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 7, Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Down. 18 Gator.
I'm coming.
80 weapon.
Tighten up.
This is Freeman on first and 10. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
He's checking.
Hey, Sam off.
25. Check 25. Check.
Hard.
Check. Lucky.
Shoot.
To throw on second and 6, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The open man is Westbrook, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
On second and goal, Minshew to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Let's go. Hey, we got
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Let's bring it. Mike 52.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check safety. Check safety. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Number 22.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 44, ready.
Now back to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Set, ready. 60 out low. Check. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31. Check nickel. Watch safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check it out, read. Back. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Short. Mike, 48.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Parker unable to get that one. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Minshew, first and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Hey, look, 40 out.
Second and 11. He's airing it out for Williams. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, look, three. Go. You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there. 45.
He'll drop to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the air.
On second and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Hill on the draw play. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Here we go, here we go. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Now Minshew on first and 10. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Ready, 70, Indy.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. From the 25 on second down, Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
30 base.
Come on.
Hey, Charlie.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
22 jet bomber. Hey, high 7. Ready.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, back up.
At the 12-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Minshew sets to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jaguars, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.